Bonjour! So today we are going to see numbers from 0 to 10. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start learning some numbers right now. So our first number is number 0, which we say 0. 0. 0. Okay. Next one is number 1, which is 1. 1. 1. Next one is number 2. 2. 2. 2. So what do you notice? Did you see? It's written with the X at the end, but we actually do not pronounce the X. Okay, so you do like if it doesn't exist in pronunciation, we simply say 2. 2. Very good. Number 3, next on the list is 3. 3. Ça va? 3. Again, what do we notice? We do not pronounce the S. Okay, S non-existent. So we say 1, 2, 3. Next one, number 4 is 4. 4. 4. So QU is pronounced like a K. K, K. 4. That's it. Number 5 is 5. 5. Ça va? 5. So weird because for that particular number, we actually must pronounce the last letter. So with 2 and 3, we do not pronounce the last letter, but with 5, we do. And it sounds like a K. So we say 5. 5. Okay. Next number is 6, that we say 6. 6. And this is pronouncing the X like a S. We say 6. Can you hear that? 6. There we go. Number 7. Listen carefully. We say 7. 7. 7. What do you notice? I hope you were able to hear it. Actually, we do not hear it at all in that word. We do not pronounce the P. So it is set. Imagine like the English word a set, like a set of tennis, for example. So this is how we pronounce number 7 in French. The P is not at all there. So we say set. Okay? Number 8 might be the most difficult one to pronounce. So listen carefully, we say 8. 8. 8. So look at how it goes there on the face. So first of all, we do not pronounce the H. Okay, H doesn't exist in French, especially the first, if it's the first letter in your word, we never pronounce the H. Next one is we must pronounce that letter, which is U. U. And then we have the I, which we pronounce E. So it's like you force your smile a little bit. And so that's why you have 8. 8. So have fun doing this and practicing this one. And notice that again, for number 8, we actually do pronounce the last letter. So we do hear the T and it is 8. Voilà. The next 2 numbers, don't worry, won't be that difficult. So number 9 is 9. 9. And number 10 is 10. 10. And you may have noticed it's extremely similar to 6. Okay, the X is pronounced like S. 10. 10. Okay, so let's do it all again. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Voilà. So that's all for the first part where it's all about learning how to pronounce the numbers from 0 to 10 in French. I have prepared something special. Let's look at some common items in everyday life and learn some French words at the same time. So in the first one, we have un livre, which is a book, un livre. Next to it, we have a notebook, which we say un cahier, un cahier. Ça va? After we have a pen, which we say un stylo. Un stylo. Next one is a phone. As you can see, we have several options. So we could simply say un téléphone, but we hear a lot as well un smartphone et un portable. So un téléphone, un smartphone, un portable. So the first exercise to do is very simple. I have several items here, and as you can see, I have different numbers for each item. So we're going to practice this with a question. I'm going to ask you the question. Il y a combien de livres? Il y a combien de livres? Il y a means there is or there are. Combien? Combien is how many? And livre, if you remember, the little words that we have here is actually this one, the book. So we can have a look at that first one. Il y a combien de livres? So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can make a beautiful sentence and say there are 6 books. Super easy. We just repeat pretty much the question with il y a, and then we add the number 6 and then the word livre. Il y a 6 livres. Again, I'm going to repeat. Il y a combien de livres? Il y a combien de livres? Il y a 6 livres. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I just put a example just here to help you a little bit. Il y a combien de, and then you can mention the item. The answer is going to be il y a with the number followed by the name of the item. Example, il y a combien de livres? Il y a 6 livres. Ça va? Okay, let's do it together. I'm going to ask you here. Il y a combien de cahiers? Il y a combien de cahiers? So have a thought about this and answer the question with a sentence if you can. As a reminder, this is how you start your sentence. Okay. So you should have the following answer. Il y a 9 cahiers. Il y a 9 cahiers. Oui, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cahiers. Ça va? Okay. Next one. Let me ask you the question. Il y a combien de stylos? Il y a combien de stylos? Stylo? Is that one next to it? Stylo? Il y a combien de stylos? Have a thought? Have a look? Okay. Think about your answer. Let's do it together. So the answer should be il y a 10 stylos. Il y a 10 stylos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Il y a 10 stylos. Ça va? So that was a little exercise to practice. It's great for pronunciation. It can sound a little bit repetitive, but I think it's also a good way to get the pronunciation and to make sentences and start asking questions in a very easy and simple way in French. Another interesting point is when you hear French people speaking, often il y a becomes ya. Yeah, so it sounds like this word, yeah, because when we speak fast, we tend to shorten the word. So I hope this was useful for today. And if you feel up to it and if you feel very confident after this, I have some other exercises. Once you feel confident, move on to the next video for numbers from 11 to 20. Merci beaucoup. Thank you a lot. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt. Au revoir.